My analysis is going to be in three folds, and I want each and everyone to understand me very well because I'm a bit heated up even from work as I was driving home. One, we are going to speak in depthly. Was it a planned coup d'etat? Or is the mindset of the military in West Africa changing for good? Is the military understanding the fact that the people are suffering and the politicians are gaining? What is happening in Africa? What is exactly the problem happening in Africa that today, when you turn towards the internet, you will see this country has organized a coup d'etat. When you turn to this country, you see a West African community, a West African country has they've also taken over the country. And you ask yourself so many questions. What the hell is going on in Africa? One of the topics I'm going to discuss tonight will center on that. Two, Fulanitarians currently have got balls to stand on the internet to get Joy News and all these media houses who are in bed with the government. And Fulanitarians are questioning how the president is ruling the country. Fulanitarians are questioning the integrity of our president. Fulanitarians are asking our president why he is making them feel that they are not part of the country. Fulanitarians have put down list of questions that they have itemized and questioning the integrity of our president, John Dramani Mahama, and asking him to come and answer to them because they do not understand why they are living in a country where they are part of the people in the country, but they feel that they've been dejected, they've been ejected, they've been sidelined, they've been kept as poor people on one side of the country, and then they are asking the president to come and answer to them why those things they are asking the president to do have not been done. Are they not part of the country? Are they not people from Ghana? Are they not living in Ghana? Who born dog? That is my second conversation.
The challenge is about the discrimination is still going on, and then denial of citizenship. I'm telling you, it is very real, and then we are just reminding him. He promised during the campaign time that discrimination and tribalism and marginalization will be the thing of the past if he comes to power. So it's an appeal to him. Now we are appealing to him. He should put focus. The amendment that they are going to do in the Constitution, he should interpret the Citizenship Act. Who is a Ghanaian? That is what we wanted to ask.
Haji Barry warns that failure to address the discrimination and marginalization faced by Fulani and other minority groups could create insecurity similar to what is currently unfolding in parts of the Sahel.
I think this discrimination, we should take a clue with our neighboring countries. That is Nigeria. About this Boko Haram is about discrimination and marginalizations. Burkina Faso is facing the same thing. Niger is facing the same thing. Mali is facing the same thing. So this is a security issue that the government have to look into.
Do you know the message he's saying now is that
in the second time, but Obianya Botre ain't the words one after the other. Listen to the words of this man, one after the other, please. Don't just watch it like you're watching a movie. Listen to the words of this man one after the other. 1 year, I will have time to break down the words for you. I want each and every Ghanaian listening to me to understand here, say, we are not here because of any political party. We are sitting down here because Ghana is the paramount political party. So listen to the words of this man as I play this video the second time, and I will take my time to digress what this man is saying for each and every Ghanaian. Listen to me. Some of these things you are doing here are the responsibility of the media houses to look at what this man has said and then be able to take it one after the other to interpret this issue to the common interest of the Ghanaians. But because of personal issues, because of their own personal gains among it, let's listen to the video.
The challenge is about the discrimination is still going on, and then denial of citizenship. I'm telling you, it is very real, and then we are just reminding him. He promised during the campaign time that discrimination and tribalism and marginalization will be the thing of the past if he comes to power. So it's an appeal to him. Now we are appealing to him. He should put focus. The amendment that they are going to do in the Constitution, he should interpret the Citizenship Act. Who is a Ghanaian? That is what we wanted to ask.
Haji Barry warns that failure to address the discrimination and marginalization faced by Fulani and other minority groups could create insecurity similar to what is currently unfolding in parts of the Sahel.
I think this discrimination, we should take a clue with our neighboring countries. That is Nigeria. About this Boko Haram is about discrimination and marginalizations. Burkina Faso is facing the same thing. Niger is facing the same thing. Mali is facing the same thing. So this is a security issue that the government have to look into.
Do you know the message he's saying now is that?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody listening to me, please, I beg you in the name of God, share this live. Repost this live. Put this live on your story. When I finish talking about this issue, you will not hear me talk about it anymore. The next page you see me talking about it might be a different page. Listen, Fulanitarians are on our land. We did not invite Fulanitarians to come on our land. They pushed themselves onto our land, the Republic of Ghana. And when they came on our land, what they are doing is to question our integrity. They are asking us to tell them how we are ruling our country. Diena Fulani for enye ewo Ghana. Fulani for omoka mponche so, omoka nentwie so. Omunya Ghana for. They are not Ghanaians. They have migrated from some country. And they have entered into our country. In the past, if you know who a Fulanitarian is, they are people who have developed themselves into some bandits in Nigeria. Even in Ghana, at a point in time, we were seeing Fulanitarians unaliving our own Ghanaians in the northern part of the country. They are moving about, and then they are rearing some kind of cattle, and then you will hear that they are unaliving Ghanaians. Now, we see Fulanitarians coming into our land. We have given you a place because Ghanaians are hospitable. Yet you say, "Yamamu baby atna, yamamu baby mutiacho." We've asked you to go and look for a job and become part, try to inculcate yourself into our own terrain as Ghanaians and be able to be friendly with people so that you can get some minor jobs and be able to look after yourself and your family. The video you saw, let me go straight to the video because I'm getting pissed off. The video you saw are a section of Fulanitarians. A section of Fulanitarians. These are all not the Fulanitarians you can see in our country. There are a number of them because of corrupt politicians giving them the opportunity to enter our country freely. These are a section of Fulanitarians who have come into our country, and they are asking the president, our president, the president we voted. Oh, sorry, I think they also voted for him because he gave them an opportunity. He was able to give them power to vote. So they are talking because, one, they have got the power to question the president because of unrevealed promises that he has given them. I'll come to that. these Fulanitarians are asking the president that why are you not focusing on us? These Fulanitarians, they are questioning our president, and they are asking the president, why are you not focusing on us? Why are we suffering? Because this is not the promise you gave to us. Why have we come to our own? Why have we come to Ghana? And you're giving us series of promises, and you've not delivered on all of the promises that you gave to us. And we are in your country, and we are suffering day in and day out. And these are the Fulanitarians who are not part of the Republic of Ghana, but some way, somehow, they found their way into Ghana, and now they've grown horns to the extent that they can criticize our political system. They can go and hold press conference and stand in the front of camera to question the integrity of our president, to the extent that they are asking the president to interpret what is in the constitution during his constitutional amendment procedures, to alter the constitution and to rectify that who is really a citizen of Ghana. Because they are calling themselves the politicians, they are calling themselves citizens of Ghana. Why are they calling themselves citizens of Ghana? Because they believe that the only reason why they are bold enough to call themselves citizens of Ghana is because somebody has promised them citizenship. And they feel that based on the promise that was given to them, they are receiving different treatment aside the treatment that they were promised. Tell you, Anka Fulani die, who quite say, Ubejna simpie so. At the microphone, a question president say, why are we suffering in your own country? You need to focus. You are telling our president to focus. You are telling the president to interpret who a citizen is, because you feel a sense of entitlement that because he was able to promise you to vote for him to give you a place to sleep, a place of abode, you are now having the gut, the temerity, the effrontery to question the president that he should be able to alter the constitution to favor the Fulanitarians, because they are also human beings living in Ghana. It is absurd. It is sad. It is frustrating day in and day out that people listen to some of these things and without having a second thought. Listen, I'm going to play the video for the third time, because the thing this man said in the video is shocking, it is threatening, it is serious, and nobody should listen to this and listen to this as a liberal way of listening to one of those stories on the radio. He went to the extent of saying that some of these neglect and discrimination, he calls the president not listening to the Fulanitarians as a discrimination. Now, Kabua, part of our country. How dare you tell us that we are discriminating among you? We are not adding you to the class of citizenship. And he make a huge statement that if I was the president, I was the interior minister, now I'll be running straight to that people and be sucking them out of my country, because he make an example that, look at Nigeria. Yeah, look at Nigeria, where there are issues of insecurities, where Boko Haram have risen up. One, it was because of discrimination. Listen to him very carefully. He is making references that the issues happening in Guinea-Bissau, the issue happening in Burkina Faso, there are issues of discrimination that has risen up and making the country very unstable. That Boko Haram and all these people started hunting the Nigerian people because of discrimination. Listen to me very carefully. My name is Nestana, and I'm telling you on authority that these things that this man is saying, it raises security implications, because he has said in the video that the issue that is happening in some countries where there are insecurities and there's instability in terms of the peace of the country is because the said president was discriminatory to some Fulanitarians. And that is the reason why some sort of people like the Boko Harams started rising up. And it's in all but President Nikoko say, so once now to so. No one can say, oh, correct constitution in. No one of Fulani forms citizens of the country because they are trying to fight for their own citizenship, liberal citizenship without any stress in our own country. That is the idea of the Fulanitarians, asking our president to look into the issues that they are going through, because if you do not, I'm giving you an example, oh, President. My example, well, Nigeria, is because of discrimination. Well, Guinea-Bissau, well, Benin, because of discrimination. He is trying to tell the president something, that if you do not act, those discriminatory things you are doing in our country, one day, there is going to be another Boko Haram in Ghana, and it's going to be your fault because we spoke to you and you did not listen. I'm going to play the video the third time, Mr. This time, I want you to make sure that you listen to the words of the video one after the other. With all that psychology, we can be able to get into the minds of people and predict. I'll play you a second video and you'll be able to understand where I am coming from, and I'll explain to you. Hold on. Let me play you the video again. Listen to the video once again.
The challenge is about the discrimination is still going on, and then denial of citizenship. I'm telling you, it is very real, and then we are just reminding him. He promised during the campaign time that discrimination and tribalism and marginalization will be the thing of the past if he comes to power. So it's an appeal to him. Now we are appealing to him. He should put focus. The amendment that they are going to do in the Constitution, he should interpret the Citizenship Act. Who is a Ghanaian? That is what we wanted to ask.
Haji Barry warns that failure to address the discrimination and marginalization faced by Fulani and other minority groups could create insecurity similar to what is currently unfolding in parts of the Sahel.
I think this discrimination, we should take a clue with our neighboring countries. That is Nigeria. About this Boko Haram is about discrimination and marginalizations. Burkina Faso is facing the same thing. Niger is facing the same thing. Mali is facing the same thing. So this is a security issue that the government have to look into.
You know the message he's saying now is that
he gave a threat at the end of the video. And the threat he gave, he went straight to the president. And he gave a threat telling the president that look at Nigeria, look at Niger, look at Mali. They are facing all these insecurities in their country because of discrimination and marginalization. So if the president does not look at the discriminatory things he's doing by sidelining the Fulanitarians, he should look at the marginalization things he's doing by sidelining the Fulanitarians. If the president consistently do that, then it means that you are going to see some sort of Boko Haram in your own country, because because you didn't listen to what we were saying. We started thinking about this, we started talking about it, and before they come to say, they've already planned. You say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. They've already planned that let's go and threat him, so that the threat in the corner, why didn't you come and tell me? But once we have been able to share a video, put something ahead of us and tell him that We need you to focus. Hey, you go into somebody's country and you are telling this president to focus. Hey, I said, president, focus or focus. You need to focus because you came on a campaign trail and then you promised us that when you come into office, you are going to do XYZ. We are appealing to you that come back to the drawing board. The thing that you told us, that if we vote for you, you will be able to make Ghana a safe haven for us, that we will get a place for our kids and our wives and our family to have a place to stay. We can be able to do the normal jobs as Ghanaians. You pledge allegiance on your own soul. Say, Obama Ghana, say ya fee. So we are asking you to go and look into the constitution and interpret it and put into it. When they are doing the constitutional review, say they should be able to put in that we Fulanitarians are part of the citizenship of the Republic of Ghana. If you do not listen, Ghana for some too much. Listen, you take things too lightly because everybody thinks that I am living in a different country. But if you are able to think very well with me, if you are able to look in between lines and see what these Fulanitarians are saying, they are drawing our attention to a fact that Boko Haram didn't just come out of the ashes. They didn't just rise out of nowhere. It was because of discrimination in Nigeria, where they were able to look at the Ashantis, they were able to look at the Gas, they were able to look at the Domas, and then they were able to see some section of tribes as Ghanaians, and then they see Fulanis as not part of their country. And that is the reason why they also wanted to be part of the Nigeria community. And I'm saying, Sadia, some moment yet in Nigeria, and I'm so part of Nigeria there, then we are going to make sure that that country called Nigeria will be ours. How are we going to do that? Then we need to call what is the strategy called elimination method. Then we need to apply the elimination method. And the elimination method is when we need to eliminate the people who are not part of the Fulani tribe. All the non-Fulanitarians, you eliminate them so that Nigeria will be for the Fulanis. Tie, untumine Fulani nko. Oma green ye juma. Oma green bomb. And the things that the Fulanitarians are telling us on authority is that if President John Dramani Mahama does not honor his promise that he gave to them on his campaign trail, and then he sits in his office at Flagstaff House, and he does not look at John News and see the threat and look at word by word sayings from this man, and then interpret it as the fact that they want him to call all his people, the people who he has appointed as the as the people to look into the constitution, to amend the constitution, that they should be able to amend the constitution to favor them. Hey, Ghana for mu dia grow. Ghana for you are not serious. Oh. They want the constitution to be amended to favor them, so that the Fulanitarians will also be called Ghanaians by nature. They want to be naturally become Ghanaians. Say nebeya omu omoba. Say omu omoba. Their child naturally is a Ghanaian. Tieniye. And they have put that clause that if the president does not do that, enye obi na sepuduo nshio, na sepuduo se dia, we will understand why the issue of Boko Haram grows up. You bet to menya abotre na yakwa investigation how Boko Haram became Boko Haram. It was because of discrimination. He is giving you the fact because he knows it. He knows what he can do. But you see, you are living in a country where Ghanaians are not thinking. Ghanaians are interested in trivial issues. you will see Ghanaians interested in issues which are not in helping the development of the country. They are only interested in issues which is helping their own personal satisfaction. Me guy be sure I'm a coco here or American, and he comes to talk about America. Sister, when he goes there and he's talking about America, he's not doing any party. He's doing America. Come and see. You could see 20,000 people on the live show. 20,000 people. And everybody is interested in what he's saying. Everybody is bringing ideas on board on how to make America great again. Everybody, even America. Dean, the show is called The Dean Show. Dean, when he goes live, 20,000 Americans, they are just there bringing ideas, supporting that young boy who is at the age of 20 years. Supporting the young boy and his ideas. And putting in measures, putting in ideas to support the guy who is always reading on how to make America great. And the people in America, everybody is bringing their idea. Who said, America focus so live. I got a friend saying, oh, PDD. I got the fiancé. Say America focus so live, and they are debating about poverty. No, they are thinking about how to make America great. They are thinking about how to make ICE. Illegal immigrants, they are thinking about a way to motivate them to drive away illegal immigrants from their country so that their country become great. But Ghana for there, sometimes I sit down and I become very sad that a Ghanaian will come here, will listen to what we are saying, because the person feels that this one is not going for well because I'm an MPP. This one is not going well for me because I'm an NDC. The person will swipe. But when the doom happens, those people will drive straight onto our live show and will come and ask us, Nestana, what are you doing? I'm not doing anything. Because you don't think. Because you don't reason. Because you are not seeing what we are seeing. If you see what we are seeing, if you feel what we are feeling, if you've got family in Ghana, you will have the heart to understand why we say Fulanitarians are asking our president to amend the constitution so that they can become citizens of the country. To the extent that those Fulanitarians are giving our president orders that if you do not do so, we are going to give you examples of countries which did not understand where we are coming from as Fulanis. And we saw rampant issues going on in our country. Example, Nigeria. The person gave it. He said, oh, Nigeria. Do you know what happened in Nigeria? Because they did not understand we Fulanis, because they were discriminatory, because that they caused some sort of division between the tribes. And that is why you saw the issues happening in Nigeria, where Boko Haram became the order of the day. Please, I beg you in the name of God, everybody should listen. Everybody should listen. It is not easy. It is not straightforward. The thing going on in Ghana, it is only God that can reveal to some people who are listening to us. I am going to play the second video. Listen. And in the second video, this guy comes to make a U-turn. He comes to make a U-turn because he felt that the video went viral. People were angry. And it's Obabeye U-turn. No, I need to make a second thinking, because these guys have now caught my whole thing, and they are talking about it. Listen.
His Excellency, we are here first of all to thank our President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and also the Foreign Minister, Honorable Ablakwa, and also the entire NDC executives across the country. We apologize for a video that's a bad note just captured due to our interaction, the miscommunication that we had that brought me here to straighten up issues. But I think somebody just recorded it out of order. And I think we are here to correct those issues. It's not about denying of citizenship. Let's correct it. Let's correct this thing. The NDC is not denying anybody's citizenship. I came here to correct certain message that I got, and somebody just recorded it, and it's unfortunate that a mischief could be done whilst indoor interactions will take place. So here we are, the people that I came on behalf of them. Very luckily, very quickly, the president have responded, and the minister is even here with me. Although he's somewhere there talking, he came here and intervened. These are the documents or the passport that have been captured of all of them, all the Fulanis. So you can see them, all of them are holding their documents that have been captured. 3 days to Monday, they will have their passport. So anytime anybody who saw this video that the mischieved person have sent across should regard it. And we also disregard it. And also we are apologizing to all executives of the MDC who have seen the video that felt very bad. We are so sorry. These are internal arguments that we did yesterday. And then we thank the president. We thank the minister too for his swift intervention this morning.
We know the kiddies. Yeah, listen to the statement of the gentleman. Listen to the turnaround. And he keeps mentioning the NDC. He's not even mentioning the government. He's mentioning the NDC. He's mentioning yeah, they have citizenship. They've got passports. And the guy keeps mentioning NDC. So NDC has given them a promise that me and you do not know. And so all the rank and file of NDC, they've all gone to this guy's place and asked him, why did you do that interview? Because your interview is making us very unpopular out there. So they've come out to apologize to the NDC. Listen, not to Ghana, not even the government, to NDC. Because all the things that they were saying, the thing that they were saying it in closed doors. We do not hate anybody, but we love Ghana. Ghana is the only country where me and you come from. So I am asking each and everyone listening to us very carefully that the dealings of these political parties are detrimental to the future of our country. Why would the guy come out to now apologize? Why? Ask me why this guy can come out now to apologize. Who are you apologizing to? If you think that what you said was right, and you are saying it to whoever you need to say to whom may be concerned, why then do you come back to apologize? Because you said certain statements which the interior minister, if he was wise and has Ghana at heart, would have been running helter-skelter to come and catch you into prison and catch all Fulanitarians into prison and constantly deport all Fulanitarians. But because the president and all the people in NDC are part of this mischievous act, because they are part of this mischievous act, they are silent. They can't talk about it. So the president will call the constituency executive, will call the chairman of the NDC, will call and say, go and talk to that man. That man, we gave him a promise. And even if he's not fulfilled the promise, you will fulfill it. He should come down. He shouldn't be holding press conferences here and there and be saying any sort of thing, because it's going to suppress our good deeds that we are doing. What kind of good deeds are you doing? We should be very careful, because the trend at which the country called Ghana is going, we are heading towards a ditch. We are heading towards a manhole. There is no significant reason to believe in the fact that these political parties, especially the one who is in government now, have the heart and minds of the people at heart. Very abysmal. And that is where I'm going to leave that conversation about John Dramani Mahama and this man too.